Well, let's get started moving from the old Excelsior stop. While this stop is not the primary loading position, there are people who may wish to board here. If so, the conductor will push the buzzer once to tell the motorman to open the rear gates. This is done by moving the gate lever to the open position. When the conductor signals with 2 buzzes, the motorman can then close the gate. The motorman should then signal to the conductor that he wants to begin traveling in the forward position. He does so by ringing the bell twice. If the conductor feels it is safe to start moving, he should move his brake handle to the middle position and then put it in the folded position. He can then reply with 2 bells. Then the motorman should move the air brake valve back to the up position, move the controller key from neutral to the forward position, release the brake pressure by moving the brake control all the way to the left, push on the gong button on the floor with his foot to let anyone outside the car know that the car will be in motion, and move the control lever to the first position. When traveling forward, the conductor should always observe the passengers to ensure their safety. As you approach the car barn, you should proceed slowly, ringing the gong when approaching the west end of the barn. Cut power when the front of the car passes the parking area crossing in front of the barn. Coast through the mainline switch at speeds not to exceed 5 miles per hour. After passing the switch, move the controller to the first notch. When the ammeter drops to about 70 amps, move the controller handle 1 notch at a time until it is in the 5th position. Cut power at the yellow painted tie, which is approximately 3/4 the way between the switch and Morse Avenue. Then make a complete stop at Morse Avenue. When you are ready, signal the conductor for permission to proceed with 2 bells. When the conductor has responded with 2 bells, then make sure it is clear to proceed, release the brake, signal with the gong, move the controller into the first position, and begin to cross Morse Avenue. Make sure that you have looked carefully in both directions and watch for any cycling people that might be coming up from the side. The conductor also must check for bikers or pedestrians on the right side and for auto traffic on the left before answering the motorman's request to proceed. When the conductor's signal is received and it appears safe, the motorman should release the brakes, push the gong, and move the controller into the first position and cross Morse Avenue. Leave the controller in the first position as you pass in front of the Lyman Lumber office building and the bike path crossing area. Be watchful for bikers and pedestrians who might cross in front of the car. The conductor should also be prepared to signal the motorman to stop if dangerous situations develop. After the car has passed the bike path crossing and current drops to 70 amps, advance the controller 1 notch at a time until it is at the 5th notch. As you approach the Water Street station, there is another yellow painted tie that marks the point at which you should cut the power. Ring the foot gong as the car starts to pass the old depot building. Come to a complete stop with the gates centered on the cement platform. Put the controller key in the neutral position. Remove the key if you have to leave the car for any reason.